Alright, everyone. Welcome to a game of 5th edition D&D with the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. I would say it's about a couple months in-game back. A dragon attacked Illumina, and although it didn't successfully steal the vault, did cause one of its final defense mechanisms to take place, and had plane shifted away to another dimension. And although normally the Relgar, the Archmage, would immediately send people away, he had the unfortunate happening of also being caught in some of the fires that destroyed the Wizards Guild. After he's recovered from his injuries, he and a bunch of other wizards, namely Pinkus and Teluthius, who is a notable expert in dimensional travel, have been trying to locate the vault from the other dimension that's on another dimension, another plane of existence. And they know which dimension it is, which has given you your head start to beating the dragon there. And they have narrowed it down to a place called Luskan in the Sword Coast. As they're telling this, Adrian probably has some fond memories of the place. However, it's not in the same timeline that Adrian might recognize. It is in the timeline where the spell Plague has been released. So not only will you not visit the Sword Coast in its proper time and place, you'll also have to go back in a time of turmoil. As you guys are summoned to the Wizards Guild and introduced to this, it's not a mirror, just more of a obsidian gateway that seems to be holding potent magic back from it one side. Relgar is looking at all of you adventurers, and as you notice yourselves present, there are also many others, like Ginny, Zarkon, and Throwak, some other names from the Unnamed Adventurers Guild, which is Korig, Tolkar, and Urialis, or just older members who've decided to take part. There's also some members of the Watch and some members from the Mercenaries Guild standing around and waiting for all of you to, well, for Relgar to speak. Relgar still has some of his injuries. He looks to all of you and he says, not all of you will be able to partake in the hunting of the vault, and we will have to discuss who will go to hunt for it. We know exactly where it is and where it needs to go, but unfortunately the area at this time is protected by divination magic, and this is as close as we can get to it without being in the dimension ourselves. So you will be teleported to Luskan's Merchant Square. And he says, we don't have any maps. So when you arrive there, you will have to go and find the place yourself. And find it yourself. However, it should be within the city. He takes out some diagrams of some likely foes that you are going to be meeting. He says Luskan is a pirate city, but despite its claims of being a city, there's a lot of evil that lurks within it at this time, which includes were-rats, of course, the plague itself, which you should not fear being an outsider to that dimension, except for maybe Adrin, which is because it's his home plane. And he points out some other noticeable enemies. He says, you'll also have to fight the Luskan guards, more than likely, as they are very greedy people, and that's probably who are protecting the vault itself. And during this time, it's going to be complete chaos. Even you probably won't see any guards. You will probably only see the enemies I've spoken to you about, which range from the Luskan pirates themselves, necromancers, zombies, and perhaps even the citizens themselves. Do you have anything that you may want to ask before we open the gateway and send you all through?
I have a question, but I'm not sure if it is something Jebediah would know. It may be something that Elwin would know. During the spell plague, they also had areas of null magic. Is that active during this time too?
No. In this time, magic was very prominent, however, much less prominent after the spell plague, of course. But during the spell plague, magic was very used to protect the casters that were still alive. And one of these bastions is actually in Luskan called the Arcane Brotherhood, and their defenses are formidable. If you do find yourselves going to their front gates, be wary. They don't care about the laws like the rest of the citizens do. They will destroy you if you try to go through their gates. And,
okay.
But fortunately for us, it likely won't be there, as the tower itself, from what we could find, doesn't suggest that it wouldn't be able to hold the vault.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, how do we get back?
The gateway will remain open as long as this gateway on this side remains open. For other casters who may potentially be in this crowd, we will be using a longer range and definitely much more powerful gate version of the gate spell that will be held open by this obsidian here. Once the doors open, you will be able to step through and you will find yourself in the Luskan Square. The portal will remain open, and that's where some of you will have to depart from each other, as you will have to protect the portal from enemies coming in. And of course, we will have guards waiting here on this side if anything goes horribly wrong. But to be noted to everyone who is out there, if we start encountering creatures from the other side, we are told that we must close the gate.
And so how do we get home?
Well, by simply returning to the portal.
And if you close the gate and we return to the portal and there's no gate there, then what do we do? Just kind of live out the rest of our lives on the Sword Coast?
He says we may open the gate again, but I can't promise it will wind up in the same place.
There's a mage in a tower down the road who has a portal as well that he uses to scry. He has these magical copper rings that he gives us when we go somewhere. Do you have something like that that would allow us to locate the gate if it needed to be opened at a different location?
No. Mostly for the sake of time. He's had many years to build that mirror, and Teleuthius is actually there, and he'll say it himself, that he's had many years to develop and perfect the magic that goes into this mirror. He didn't want to use his own property during this project, so they made one inside the wizard's tower, and he doesn't have enough, well, mostly time, to recreate the rings for this gate. And especially considering how many people there are, even if he did make such rings, there'd only be a couple of them.
Alrighty then.
He says that's why we have so many people here. And as you notice, there's about 40 of you. He says, we don't expect this city to, of course, throw all of its armies at you, or all the enemy forces that you'll meet, as during this time, we believe that the hero that is supposedly out to destroy the demon that lives there is also there. If you encounter him, simply stay out of his way. If you kill him, then you doom Sword Coast to a horrific change in the timeline.
This hero got a name or a description so that we don't cross blades with him unexpectedly?
They shake their heads. They say no. Nobody knows anything about him. According to the books that we can receive, there's nothing known about him. He's going to be tougher than your normal person, though. Definitely tougher than any guard.
You could probably find him by his mismatching armor.
Well, that would be one good way. If he's I believe at this time he has been significantly seasoned, so he should be wearing plenty of magical items. So if you see a man armored with magical armor and weapons, it's probably him.
Okie dokie.
He looks to everyone. He says, "You're all prepared?"
Jebediah will basically take off his bag of holding with his non-combat possessions and basically just his non-combat possessions, give them to Tim and tell him if he doesn't come back that what money and items and that kind of stuff are in the bag of holding are his to keep and to try to find his way home or make himself a new home here in Illumina.
Tim gets a little upset when you tell him that, but he takes your stuff and nods his head to you. He says, "I will be here until they close the gate."
All right, well, just be here until 5 minutes after they close the gate, because you never know. It may be the skin of our teeth, but hopefully we'll make it back.
Yeah. He loads his crossbow after putting your bag of holding on his belt, and he goes and joins the rest of the guards, just kind of holding crossbows.
Cool. Jeb's ready. Ain't much else to say.
The commander, Percival, steps forward and he says, "Unfortunately, we can't earn you more proper rewards at this time. Of course, considering that the vault is gone and the Lord's monies are almost just completely spent. However, we instead offer you title. And once we will ask you all to write your name on this scroll here. And when we have more time to properly reward you, We will give you a cloak that will mark not only your status and as a champion to Illumina, but it will also signify your position as well.
Well, Jebediah will sign his name to the paper. Jebediah Vrin.
Okay. As you guys are signing it, he tells you that any crimes and potential crimes that are being processed or have been labeled against you in the past or present will be immediately removed from your name as part of the process.
So it's kind of like a letter of marque.
Yeah.
Cool. Too bad Jeb ain't broke no laws. That whole get out of jail free card, you know what I'm saying?
After that, you guys notice that Krisk kind of pulls Duncan to the side and he starts talking to him. But the conversation is quite short as he gets ready to cross into the portal as well. You guys, the Relgar, Saluthius, and Pinkus, and some other notable wizards start chanting an incantation, and after a minute, the gate's sigils start to light up. There's 6 of them. They're not spinning or anything. They're just lighting up.
so no Stargate type
Stargate.
action. Damn it! I was hoping for P90s and really cool backpacks with grenades in them.
So once it opens up, it's not like this pool of water. It's just this brilliant violet light that opens up and shines open. Then once the light dies down, you just see this visage of Luskan Square. Immediately looking into it, you see a building to the left. It's called the Loping Lamb. And there's a guy, looks like he's fighting some were-rats. And straight ahead, there's just some zombies and thugs fighting on the streets.
All right. Jebediah is going to have both of his spears crisscrossed on his back. He is armed with a couple of magical short swords. And before he steps through the portal, he is going to make sure that all of his equipment is ready. And he's going to step through.
Yeah, as you are all preparing your gear, everyone else just runs in ahead. And as soon as you see them running in, you realize they're not stumbling or falling like you might experience in the mirror. With the mirror, they're all just running flat ground. Their weapons are already drawn, and you can see some you see 3 thugs kind of just standing near the portal. They're wondering what it is. And as soon as everyone starts coming out, they get startled and they start running away from this just now huge crowd of people running towards them.
Well, Jebediah will step out and he'll point at one of them and go, Jafar, Kree!
Jova!
So the 6 of the 5 of you are the only people that are kind of left in the portal. And Relgar says, you 5 should be sufficient enough to hunt down the vault. The rest of them will protect the gate until we send word that you may need assistance.
Jack will just step through like a fucking boss. Meter hammer in hand. Just fucking bleed these fucks. Oh yeah.
I just want my money back. Damn it.
So, how are we going to locate the vault again?
That's a good question.
He says simply talk around to the people I'm sure they'll notice this giant vault that's probably the size of some of their buildings appearing and then being dragged off somewhere. It's Luskan. If there's a large cache of money somewhere, that's going to be noticed.
All right. So when I step through, where's those 3 thugs at? They're right
They
there.
ran away.
All right.
Yeah,
so
they
I'm
ran away. There's this huge wall of mercenaries and unnamed adventurers guild and soldier, like Illumina soldiers, just chasing them off. And as soon as they are chased off, you guys you immediately see them forming a line and making a perimeter.
We might have needed
Since
those.
you're the only one through the portal, you look around, and behind you is not the obsidian gate. It's just this big swirling vortex of violet light. And on the other side, you can see just the Wizard's Guild room that you just left.
Can I
And
sorry, go ahead.
you see a lot of waterways and bridges that connect certain blocks of the city.
All right. I'm gonna pick up a stone, and I want to throw it at Remus. Through the portal.
That's the moment when I'm
Telephone, be
falling.
right back.
That's the moment when like I fall through the gate and I like freaking hit, like the stone hits in my face.
Sorry.
Sure.
I'll walk over and pick you up. Like, come on, brother.
Yeah.
We got
Sure.
shit, we got shit to do.
Let's go forward.
Okay. As you guys are kind of stepping out, a lot of citizens, you see a lot of panicked citizens kind of running towards you guys. They get to about halfway through and they're not sure if it's safe, but you can see what looks like Oral and Duncan talking to them, and they kind of just run past you guys. And around the portal, behind the portal, there is a tavern behind you, and it seems like a lot of citizens are just hiding there. You see a couple guards, but they kind of seem disinterested with the whole situation. All the citizens are frightened.
Cool. I'll go talk to one of the guards.
I'll stand next to him because I'm good karma.
Raz walks through and has one hand on his sword, another hand holding onto his pack.
Okay, you see them walking behind the portal, and then you see the inn behind it.
I'll walk up to the guard and like, no problem?
He says no, just were rats and thugs.
Okay.
And of course, we've been assigned to guard this place. Well, not really assigned, but it just seems like the natural thing to do.
So how's your shift going?
He says. He kind of looks around at like all the chaos. You just see buildings on fire. Were rats attacking somebody on a bridge. Zombies eating a person from the distance. And he's like, it could be a little more interesting.
Have you seen,
sorry.
You seen a big vault? Any in the last I don't know, couple months?
He says, yeah, it was actually taken to my command office.
Oh, the vault?
Yes.
Okay.
Which direction did that ship?
Okay, back. Sorry.
Leave?
No problem.
He says no. They couldn't move it by hand. It was too large, so they had ogres push it onto the ship instead of carrying it, and they had it sailed back around to the command office, and then they moved it inside.
Okay. Can you point me in the command office's way?
He says, yeah, sure. He points to the loping lamb where you kind of see that one mercenary fighting the were-rats.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's easily killing them enough.
Right.
He says, just go around back of that place. There's a bridge. You follow the bridge into the marketplace, and they're still open. One of the places is, I think, broken into. so there might be zombies in there.
Okay.
However, the 2 merchants that live there, they're magically adequate, and they've sealed themselves in.
Oh, that's fine.
So if you need to buy stuff, you can buy stuff from them. And then he says there is also, after those 2 buildings, though, there's nowhere else to really go except for through the gate. Once you get through the gate, you will be met with probably some other guards, and behind them will be another gate. It's tight security, but it's important.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is that the quickest way to get there?
He says that's the most direct way to get there. That's what the guards use.
All right.
Okay.
So, solid. All right, so I relate the rest of the
He says,
information to everybody. Go ahead.
He says, I don't know if there's any other way in there.
Oh. Okay.
I would assume not.
Okay.
Come, let us go. The faster we find this, the faster we can get out of here, and the faster I can roll in my gold coins once again.
Why do you need so much gold for, anyways?
Well, I need to build my own vault so that I can dive through it and swim through the gold like Scrooge McDuck.
Sure.
He's an ancient
Sorry, it couldn't happen.
duck, and his tribe is an ancient duck that is supposed to bring great fortune to those who pray to him.
Yes, that's it exactly.
He takes shape of a large golden duck.
Oh, lordy.
He's quackers.
All right, so I guess we better head the way Revjack directed, and stop on the way and see if there's any magical fat loots we can buy.
Yeah. So, question: how is the city set up here? I mean, are the houses and all the stuff like that, are they close enough together where you can hop to each one, or are they spaced out? I'm just thinking of other avenues of movement in case we get barred down by a bunch of crap.
There's, despite it being a city, it doesn't look like that there is actually, like, in Illumina, there's separate buildings. And of course there's apartments, but they're kind of roomy and spacious.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like there's any other, like, main houses for, like, individuals to live in. It just looks like there's big complexes, and you see many windows on the buildings. So you think that there's a lot of small rooms.
So it's just a lot of big buildings.
Yeah, so basically a lot of apartments with very small rooms. There doesn't look like the roads are wide, so there's a lot of room for transportation and movement of objects.
Okay.
However, it doesn't look like the living quarters are the same.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. All right, I want to look for like something that would be kind of like an urchin.
I'll help him.
Okay, so who do you want to talk to?
Well, I'm looking for like street kids, stuff like that. Kids that grew up on the street, or even the thugs would probably be something like that. Someone that knows the city, the back alleys, the back ways, that can get us moving faster than, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As soon as you're looking around, and there's a lot of thugs.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the first thug I see. Something that looks competent, that maybe has some discipline about him.
Okay. You described literally none of them.
Okay, so I'll go to the next one, the one that doesn't look as stupid as the rest of them.
Okay. You literally described none of them.
All right, well then I'll just pick the one that's the oldest.
Hey, what about that asshole that's over there fighting the were-rats?
He's done fighting the were-rats now.
Okay, hey, what about that asshole over there that's done fighting the were-rats?
That's fine.
You see somebody else standing beside him and talking to him. And this guy is wearing bright red armor. He's carrying a flail, and he's carrying a like bright white shield. They
Does he
talk
look
for a
familiar?
moment as you. No,
Okay.
he's talking to his helmet is also very different from his armor. It's like a one of those Roman helmets, just solid metal with hairs coming out up from his head.
Okay.
And you can see that despite wearing full plate, his shoes are not full plate and they look like soft leather boots.
Okay.
And he's wearing a long cloak. The cloak is also red, but it has different designs than the armor.
Does he have any sigils of the city on him?
No.
Okay.
You see, as you're watching them, you see them talking for a little while, and then he walks into the Loping Lamb, the mercenary that is on the bridge that is wearing what looks like bronze armor. He's carrying a great sword. He's still standing there. He
I'll
has a
walk
great
up to him.
sword. Slim. Okay, so you start crossing the bridge and you meet him halfway, and he says, "Hey there, what are you looking for?"
So I'm trying to get passage through.
He says, "Well, the bridge is open. I'm just here to protect the Loping Lamb."
Okay. Also have some questions. Do you I need to get a hold of somebody that will get me to a certain part of the city fast. Somewhere that knows the streets. Can you help me out with that?
He says, "Not really. A lot of people know about the streets, but the only people who have survived this plague so far is strong individuals like myself and you. And besides that, nobody, anyone who isn't part of a gang or one of the clans that kind of run these places, they are either hiding in their homes or hiding in local inns and taverns."
Okay. I
At
want
this
to try.
point, I go up to Revzek and say, the way he told us was straightforward and unencumbered. Let's just go that way.
I'm like, that's the way I want to go. I just want to move faster. But that works.
Well, trying to find someone to move faster is slowing us down.
Well said. All right. Let's go then.
All right. As you guys are moving towards the Loping Lamb to kind of just end the conversation suddenly, the red armored individual, he comes out of the tavern and he's got, or the Loping Lamb, and he's got blood on his weapon and he's glowing with energy.
Alrighty then.
Okay. I'm just going to keep moving.
Okay.
We need to move.
He seems to be just kind of following you guys for the moment when you guys are seemingly heading in the same direction.
All right.
Just kind of, surreptitiously keep an eye on him, make sure that he's not actually following us, trying to murder Remus, at the back of the pack and all that kind of stuff.
I'm actually in the front because I'm fearless. But I appreciate it. Thanks.
No worries.
All right.
Okay. That place where we can buy stuff that the one dude's talked about, can we stop there first?
Yeah. So you go and you go to the door. So basically after this bridge is actually just the marketplace. So you go ahead a bit and you just see this huge group of 8 thugs. They're walking around it looks like they're banging on the door like, "Let us in." And you can hear a gnome like voice inside like, "No, you're just trying to mug me." And you can hear the thug is now trying to shake the door down. He's like, "Of course we are, but if you don't, we're just gonna burn down your building." And the
That's
gnome,
enough of it.
like, you can try.
Jebediah is going to step forward and he's going to tell him to disperse. Disperse now, and we will not be forced to kill you.
Adrian would
If you do
tell him
not
not
leave,
to get that close to them.
you forfeit your life.
All right.
Well, I'm not going to walk up to him and say, hey, disperse. I'm going to keep my distance, and I'm going to tell him to disperse in a loud, authoritative voice.
Yes!
All right.
Drama.
They all look to you, and the 8 of them look pretty dangerous. They only have what looks like a silvered knife on them. And they say, "You idiots! Look what you have attracted. Now we have to kill them all."
Fireball.
Nice knife.
I'm not gonna
Fuck
actually...
you and everybody in a 20-foot radius around you.
Okay, so I'm gonna have everyone roll initiatives.
Okay.
And just for simplicity's sake, and just for
Alright,
kind of
then.
special rulings for this event, you're all going to go first, and then it will be the enemy. So just to save time, so I'm not jumping back and forth between each other. Dexterity based
Woohoo.
for your initiative.
D20. That is a D20, right?
Yes, roll a d20 and then add your dexterity modifier. And if it's 18, you said it was 18, I think?
Yeah, my base was 18 with my being halfling, it's a 20.
All right, so you'd have a +5 to whatever you roll.
Yeah.
And then you'd put .20 at the end of whatever you rolled.
So, Jebediah, you said you were looking at the mysterious hero while you were walking, like making
Yes.
sure he just doesn't jump between us.
Right.
Roll me an Arcana check, because
Sure
he's
enough.
glowing with mystified energies.
Arcana is a 28.
You know that he is covered in magical equipment, as well as the spells has on him are older spells. He has about 6 of them on him, and unlike the spells that you're used to, he doesn't seem to be strained by having to concentrate on any of them.
So this is kind of from the descriptions that we were given. This is the air quotes here hero that we're not supposed to fight or get in the way of.
Yeah, he seems to fit the description.
All right, then I'm going to relay that information as quickly as I can to the rest of the party so that they don't go like one off and, shoot him with their demon bow or something like that because they thought they were about to sneak up on him or something.
Okay.
You could certainly fucking try to shoot him.
No. I am not going to try to shoot anybody except these damn thugs who are threatening to burn down a little gnome's house.
With the 28 Arcana, you know that would have been impossible. You're looking at all the runes. They're a little outdated considering magical standards.
Yeah.
But you can tell there's no way they're gonna fucking touch that house. It's impervious.
Intent equals action. They want to be arsonists, they can pay the price.
All right. So, Jebediah, you're obviously going to go first.
It's a really good thing I didn't take War Mage, huh? Alright, so I am going to attack the middle thug so that I can get as many of them into the ice knife's cone of effect or sphere of effect. How many of them can I hit?
You think you can hit 4 of them.
All right, so
There's 3 of
making
them kind of standing by the door, and then there's one kind of just standing about 10 feet behind them.
okay. So I am going to use a 3rd level slot, and that is going to turn this ice knife into a D10 plus. Is that 46 worth of cold damage. Attack roll is a 17 plus 8, it's 25.
Okay.
that
Yeah,
hit?
you'll hit the one. You'll hit the one.
All right. Okay, so he's going to take 2 points of piercing damage. And all of them take 3, 6, 12, 18. 18 points of cold damage.
And the
Thank you.
save is...
Save is dexterity at 15.
Okay. The one you actually hit, despite him being hit by the dagger, you can see him actually completely dodge the blast.
Huh. Interesting.
As well as... But the other 3 get hit by it. They move out of the way almost instinctively, but they seem to still get hit by it.
As a rogue, I would say that was uncanny the way he dodged it.
You would be correct.
Bonus action, Blade Song. Let's do this, Leroy Jenkins. My turn is finished.
Next is Razbean.
All right. Due to my stature and the fact that these guys are bigger than me, I'm staying back in the back of the group.
Okay.
For my first action, I pull out my crossbow and load it.
Okay.
And then take aim at one of the injured ones.
Sure. How much
Alright.
damage did that ice knife do?
The ice knife did 18 cold damage, 9 if there was a save, and it was 2 piercing damage to the middle guy.
Okay. That's... Okay, so Razbean, you take your shot. Make your attack roll.
Do I roll the D8 or the... Yeah.
No, D20.
Yeah,
Always
there you
start
go.
with a D20.
Yeah, sorry.
It's cool.
All right. I got a 13.
Did you add
nice.
your?
Or
Did you?
your
Did
dex?
you add anything to it?
I added the wrong bonus. To it. I added my 5 for the attack and not my 7. Hold on. Oh, shit. I got a 25.
What? What'd you roll?
A 25.
Okay, so
I had
yeah,
my
you hit
7.
him.
Yeah. Now I roll down.
Roll for damage.
Damage is an 8.
Okay. So you're hitting the one that got hit by the ice knife?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him, and the arrow goes through the leather, but just bounces off of him.
Lovely. That's not gold.
Pattern.
Fireball.
Okay. Also, make me a history check, because you're native to this place.
23.
You know that this clan was infamous for being a clan of were-rats.
Yeah. I say to everyone, don't get bitten.
Uh,
22 is the fireball.
and the save is 15?
15.
The one of the two of them are going to dodge the fireball. So you see the explosion cover them, but they don't seem to be hurt as they're kind of like doing a flip. The one that got hit by the ice knife, he manages to also squirm out of the fire. The one that was watching behind them all, he actually gets hit by it. The other 4 that are kind of just scattered around them, one of them easily dodges it, and 2 of them get hit by it. That is that. All right, Rev Jack.
All right.
So did you just tell them that they're were-rats, or do you tell them that they don't get bit?
I tell them not to get bit.
Okay. Rev Jack.
How many's left?
They're all still standing. Despite the icy and fiery explosion and getting shot, they're all seemingly in pretty good condition.
Okay. How far are they?
They're only about 40 feet away.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'll move 30 feet within 10 feet of them, which I can still strike them.
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and make an attack against the main dude there. I'm going to take the -5 and do an extra 10 points of damage.
Okay.
On this one. And I do. It's going to be a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. So it's going to be 20 points of damage. I'm also going to use the lightning lure on him.
All right.
Work.
Yeah, it'll work. He takes a D8 and is pulled in front of you.
All right. He takes another 5 points of electrical damage.
Okay.
And then I will do another attack to him. Is he down or is he still moving? I'm guessing
He's still standing. You hit him once, and despite how powerful it looks, the man only has like a bruise on his head.
That's good shit. I'm the only one up here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take the other -5 again, and that's gonna be a 13. I think I missed him on that one, right?
Yeah, you come back around and swing at him again, but he ducks underneath your swipe.
All right. I guess I'll be done after that one.
Remus.
All right. I'm gonna back up just because I don't want to be in close range, and like gonna take the disadvantage, and I'm gonna put my Slayer spray on the dude that Rev Jack is attacking right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
So 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. He takes 10 14 piercing damage and 3 fire damage.
All right.
Is he scared?
Oh yeah, he
takes a
has to
shot.
make the. Wait, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Thanks. DC 14 Dex save.
Oh yeah,
Wisdom save. Sorry, wisdom, not Dex.
yeah. You shoot him, and it's strangely not act. The bow seemingly acts differently now that you're in this place and not like the other, and not like we're in Airywood. As soon as you shoot him, when you shoot him, he everything still happens according to plan, like the fire damage and the piercing damage.
Yeah.
But when you expect him to be like frightened, like other creatures would in your realm, you can just see like his face become horrified, and he just screams, like, ah! And you can see him like he's just he's getting ready to run away.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
That is 16 plus 9, 25 to hit.
Double hit.
And he's gonna take 8 plus 4 plus 1. 13 piercing damage. And 4 fire damage.
All right, you shoot. He turns around away from Red Jack, and he's getting ready to run away. And you just shoot him in the back, and he just kind of slumps to the ground, kind of slides a bit.
Okay.
He as soon as you hit that shot off on him, he hits the ground. You can see him return to his natural form, and you just see this humanoid-looking rat just kind of laying on the ground.
Huh. Well, that's like actually the end of my turn since I used my bonus action and my movement. So I'm done.
All right. The person that has been following you, he actually seems really unfazed by having to fight these things, especially even after the were-rat has made it present, like obvious. He runs up to the closest enemy, kind of standing close to Revjack. He seems to be a little faster than you expect him to be, and he's going to make some attacks. One hits, and so 2 swipes of his flail hits, although he makes 3. That's going to be that's going to be 12 and 9, so 21. Bludgeoning. That's going to be 7 and 13. So that's another 20. So 2 smacks from this flail, and the thug that stood blows from your other companion. This other thug takes 2 hits from his flail, and he looks like he's almost pretty much getting ready to fall over. And now it's all the were-rats. The were-rat, 2 were-rats jump onto this hero and try to attack him. As soon as it becomes obvious that they're were-rats, they drop their disguises, and they all become were-rats. One of them runs over and tries to hit him, but you can see like a bunch of magical barriers come up, and they just scrape their knives against it. The bite attack misses, the other attacks miss. So you see them trying to stab him and bite him, but none of them seem to get through his magical defenses. 2 of them are going to jump onto Revjack. Is a 17 going to hit? Revjack isn't here. Never mind. I don't think it'll hit. So the knife scrapes against his armor, and a 24.
Revjack's AC is 19.
So, the knife grinds up against him, and then the were-rat jumps up and bites him in the neck. Revjack is going to take 9 points of piercing damage, and when he gets back, he will have to make a con save.
He's gonna become a were-rat.
The other one runs up to him and also tries to stab him. 22 is going to hit him. And the bite is just going to entirely miss as he kind of lands on him, on his own face. But the silver dagger is going to deal 9, 10, 11, 17 points of piercing damage to Revjack. So, does anyone...
So it'd be 26 points total with a con save as soon as he gets back for lycanthropy. Got it.
You don't know that.
No, that's outside meta. That's what I was typing into the thing.
Two people are going to run up to... Two of the were-rats are going to run up to Adrin. Or who would be the next closest? Jebediah, Adrin?
No, it'd probably be me.
Okay.
Because
So
I'm the
gonna
one
run
that
up to
stepped
you.
forward first and said, "Disperse, you filthy mongrels," or whatever.
Yeah.
24?
24 will not hit with shield. So
Okay. So you bring up your shield when they swing their knife at you, and basically just keeps grinding against your shield. Your shield's put in work. Like every time you try to move out of their way, they keep predicting your movements, but your shield keeps getting in their way. They scowl at you.
yay!
The last one is going to run up to the fucking hero, or so he is. You believe he is, and they try to stab him, but their weapons just keep scraping off his armor. And we'll move back to the top of Jebediah.
Okay, so there's one in front of me, correct?
There's two.
There's two in front of me. Okay. So let's take care of this first. Revjack, you lost 27 points of health, and you need to make a con save.
26. But yes.
Hmm?
You put 26.
Oh, yeah, it's 26, sorry. My bad. It's 26, minus 26 hit points and a con save.
I got a 25.
Oh, that'll make it.
Okay. There are two on me. I am going to use... why not? I'll use my spear with the acid damage on it. Will a 26 hit?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the first one is going to take 4, 10, 15... 17 points of damage total.
All right.
And the second one is going to take 12 points of fire damage.
Okay, they're both pretty badly hurt.
Okay.
You see some fur singed. Despite that, though, they still seem pretty confident.
All right. Let's see. That's a cantrip, and I don't have any bonus action ones except that. All right, that'll be my turn.
All right, Razbean.
All right. I reload my crossbow and take aim at one of the ones that are attacking Jebediah.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
That's a 21.
That'll hit.
And take away 2 points and a D8. I got 8. I hit him for 8.
Okay, your arrow hits him, but again, just like before, it hits through his leather and then just falls.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
so
breaking his skin.
perception roll. Do I need to make a perception roll to see this?
No, you can see it. You just see this bolt just kind of hit the were rat. Like it doesn't see it coming, but then it just kind of falls down.
Okay, then I'm going to holler out that they're immune to non-magical weapons because I've seen mine hit and I've seen it do damage, and I've seen Revjack's hit and kind of do damage, but Rasnik's bolt didn't do shit. So I'm going to holler out, these guys are probably immune to non-magical attacks.
Oh, crap. I don't
Jebediah.
Yeah.
Holler out.
I warned you, levels.
Alrighty. Hold on.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then in this case, I actually am looking for something store-wise or whatever that I can kind of like sneak into real quick.
Okay, so there's that. Of course, there's that magic shop that they're trying to break into, and behind you guys, to the right of that building, there looks like to be a smithy's, but it also seems to have locks on it.
All right. I make my way toward the smithy place.
Okay, you get to the door.
All right. And I try the door.
You knock.
Yeah.
Okay, you hear a dwarven voice say, "What do you want?"
I need to buy a weapon or something so I can hopefully help kill these bastards.
You see a dwarf kind of run over to the window, and he waves you over.
Okay. I move over to the window.
He gives you a silver dagger, and he says, "Gut one of them for me, will ya?"
Alrighty. What do you want for it?
He says, "Just come to my shop afterwards. That'll be payment enough."
Much thanks. Much thanks.
So he opens the window once you agree to the terms, and he gives you the silver dagger.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Or actually, better yet, once he realizes he sees your crossbow, and he says, "Oh shit, I got something even better for you." And he kind of yanks the silver dagger out of your hands.
Oh, damn it.
And he gives you some silvered crossbow bolts.
Alrighty. I can work with these. And I load them in my quiver.
You didn't look that tough to begin with, so I thought it'd be better. Says, "Now off with you, and hopefully you'll live." And he closes the window. He closes the window.
Damn dwarves. Always
You
thinking
say
about
that, and he says, "At least I ain't letting you die."
Much thanks. Much thanks. All
Okay.
right. End of turn.
I'm just going to assume you're reloading your crossbow bolt with your free action.
Yes.
Adern.
I'm going to move back, and I'm going to fire an arrow.
Where do you want to go get lunch from?
At one of them. One that's with Jebediah.
Okay.
I take it a 13 doesn't hit.
No, they see your shot and they step out of the way.
Oh, that one was even worse. That was a 10.
Yeah, you shoot again, and it just goes wide. Just barely missing them, but they don't have to move out of the way.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Revjack. The one that you were fighting before is downed. There's now 2 new enemies on you.
All right. I rolled a 17 plus a 4, so it's a 21 to hit one of them.
Okay.
That's going to be with the extra 10 damage. Sorry, that's why I took the -5. That's going to be 11. This will be 21 points of damage.
Yeah, the where Rat feels it, you can see him hit, and he's a little disoriented, but he
Okay,
he
I'm gonna
cackles at you.
I'm gonna make the next attack. This one's also gonna be a -5. That's gonna be an 18 plus 4, it's 22.
That'll hit.
And I rolled a 16 on regular damage plus the 10 is 26 damage.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna drop.
He cackles at you, and then he fucking gets hit again, and you can hear something go off, like a crack in his neck, and he just flips onto the ground.
Does he go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use your bonus action to take another attack.
Well, I was gonna use superiority die and make that a sweeping attack, which it would use the same attack roll to the next one, and I could do a D8 of damage.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna switch headsets because this one's fucking up on me.
All right, the DC is 14. Actually, no, that wouldn't hit. Yeah, it would. Yeah. It just do 6 points of damage to the other one. I don't think sweeping attack has a DC on it.
No, your attack roll just has to hit.
Okay. Yeah, so the next one takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, but you dropped someone, so you can use your bonus action to make another attack because of Great Weapon Master.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can.
Okay, I can hear me.
It's gonna be a 18 to hit.
That hits. It looks like it's about to only just graze him, but he kind of slips up, and you get a solid blow.
Okay. And that's gonna be 3 plus 6. That's 19 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, he's looking pretty badly dazed.
Okay, that's everything then.
Remus.
How many are there left? Like the one in front of Revjack and one in front of Jeb?
There's 2 on Jebediah. There's 1 on Revjack, and there's 3 on the mysterious hero.
Okay. Well, I'm figuring Revjack can handle his one, and I'm gonna attack the one of the 2, like the worst looking one in front of Jebediah.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm gonna like as my bonus action put like Slayer's Prey on him because the other dude that had it died already, so I can move it, right?
No, yeah, you can.
Okay. Don't do this to me. Okay, I'll do that then and take my shot. And here goes a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. He takes 4, 10 piercing damage and 2 fire damage. So.
Okay.
And
Yeah, he goes down. You can see him get hit, and then it looks like he's about to live, and then he just bursts into flames and it just drops.
Okay,
What
then.
does your mark do that you put on him?
It would frighten him if he fails to save the wisdom save.
Yeah, he failed to save. He died.
Yeah. And I'm gonna attack the other one then.
Okay.
With my second shot. And that's 15 plus 9, 24 to hit.
That hits.
And he's gonna take 3 plus 4, 7 plus. No, not that much actually. He takes 7 piercing damage and 2 fire damage, and has to make the save.
Okay, he makes it. You can see his face kind of cringe at like what seems like sadness overtaking him, but he shakes it off.
Okie dokie, and that's about. Well, how they didn't really move, did they? Like they're not in close range to me now.
No, they're not trying to get any closer.
Alrighty then, that's my turn.
All right. The mysterious hero is going to keep slamming the one that he was hitting. With that, he's going to hit and kill the were-rat that's in front of him. He's going to spin around, and he's going to attack another one, which is going to hit. He's going to land 3 attacks again. Oh, not just 3, but 4. After hitting the one attack, he just spins around wildly and smashes it. And I have so many D8s to roll. And I'm not even going to count all that. That's going to kill him. So you see him spin around and hit the one that was behind him. And then after defeating that one, he spins around and hits the other were-rat. Dealing 7 and 7. 20 damage to the other were-rat. So you see him just swinging almost crazily and faster than anyone you've ever seen before, as he just crushes these were-rats in a flurry of steel and knocks them down and knocks the 2 of them dead. The were-rat is going to attack him and hits him. Yeah, that's only the one hit though. So you see a dagger break through all of his magical defenses finally. He seems to be a bit hurt over it, and he lunges in for a bite, which is not going to do anything. The magical barriers rise again. The other 2, the one is going to attack Revjack. I'm assuming that 2 13s is not going to hit you. So he tries to stab you, but he's still a little dazed from your previous blows, and then he jumps up to bite you, but he bites your helmet instead, and you shake him off. And the one attacks Jebediah. Easily misses with another 13 and a 14, so he tries to bite you and stab you, and you just keep evading his attacks. Jebediah, it's your turn.
Jebediah will Make an attack on him with. There's only one on me, right?
Yep.
So make an attack. It's going to be 9 plus 8, 17.
Oh god. That's not gonna hit. He's gonna just narrowly avoid your spear.
Okay. And that's it. And
All
I
right.
will be
Hey,
right
Razbean.
back.
Get him, Razbean. It's your turn.
All right, gotcha. I've turned back to the gathering of fuzzy beasts.
Yeah, you just loaded up your bolt and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna kill some were-rats, and then you look back over and like almost all of them are dead.
Well, damn
There's
it.
3 left and they're pretty beat up.
Well, fuck it. I'm still gonna shoot one of them anyway. All right. So I aim at one of the ones attacking Revjack this time.
All right. Do you move close within 30 feet of him so you can get your sneak attack?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
And I rolled a 24.
That'll hit.
All right. And then turn it down. And a D8. And I actually hit him with a 12.
Did you add your D6 because it's your sneak attack too?
Right.
12 though, that's pretty fucking good.
Now, is it a +5 for the D6 or is it just a D6?
Just a D6.
Okay. And the D6 got a 6.
Nice.
Revjack, you're getting ready to continue this onslaught, and you just see a silvered bolt hit the were-rat square in the head, and he just kind of falls on his knees and slumps over at your feet.
Jack will look down, look behind him, see fucking Razbean with the crossbow in his hand. Yes! Go next. Go to the next. He'll start moving to the next one whenever his turn comes up.
Okay. Razbean, you load up your bolt. You still have a bonus action. Do you want to do anything with it?
Get a bit closer, but not too much closer. So I'm still within that 30 feet of the next guy.
Okay. Adrin.
I'm gonna try and shoot the one on Jeb.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Well, he deserves it after missing twice last round.
Yeah.
Your longbow magical?
Yeah, and I rolled crappy. I got that 13 piercing and 2 lightning.
Oh my god. You hit him, and you hit him in like in the side, and you can see like his blood just kind of spurts out when you hit him, and he kind of shakes a bit as he's getting electrified, but he's still standing. He's just kind of swaying in front of Jebediah.
That is 24 to hit.
Yeah, you shoot this other arrow, and it just hits him in the head, and he just like awkwardly like a fish just coming out of the water. He's like wiggling as he lands on the ground.
Yeah, that was only 6 piercing and 2 thunder. I mean, 2
Well,
lightning.
he had 1, so.
Ah. Yeah.
You still have your bonus action and movement if you want to use it. There's only one were-rat, and it's fighting the mystery hero.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm saving my blade song in case I actually have to use it. This encounter didn't seem like I needed it.
Okay. Revjack.
I'll How far is that last? Is there's like one were-rat left?
Yeah, he's only about 20 feet away from you.
Okay. I'll run. How far is that one that Adrian just shot in the head?
He's about 10 feet.
I'll run 10 feet and I'll bend over and go, ha 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 ha! And then I'll keep running to the next one. And then,
enough,
huh?
Fair enough.
Okay. And then I'm going to keep moving to the next guy. And then I'm going to take a -5 and do an extra 10 points of damage. And I got a 14.
That'll miss. He ducks under it. Like his ears
Alright.
twitch as you're swinging at him, and he ducks under it.
My ball will smack and hit the ground, caving in a little bit. And then I'll lift up on it from the ground. I'll step forward a little bit and lift up on it so it kind of shoots up and uppercuts him in his chin if it hits.
Well, he's got his back to you, so if you hit him, you'll be hitting him in like the ass.
Okay, well then I'll hit him in his ass. It's a 14 plus 4, 18.
18 will hit.
All right. You missed your dice. You are. All right, that's gonna be 5. That's gonna be 11. 21 points of damage.
Yeah, you hit him basically in the ass, and you hear his like back crack loudly, and he's like standing on his toes, like, ow!
All right, and then as it swings up, I'll pull a meteor ball back down to about halfway, so it's kind of swinging around, and I'll step back a little bit for the next attack whenever it comes around to my turn, and then that'll be done.
Okay, Remus.
Alrighty.
Actually, can I add the lightning lure to that?
Yeah, you can.
All right, it'll be a DC 13.
He makes it.
Okay, never mind. All right, then I'm done. Sorry.
Alright, I'll put the side spray on him, on the last dude. That's the last one, right?
Yep.
And I'll go for the attack, and that's an 18, so 27 to hit. Which I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, it's like, I don't even know.
That's +4 plus D6, 6. He takes 18 piercing damage, and 6, that's max damage. I just rolled max damage.
Young enough to be your daughter, we'll probably be calling you too.
Yeah, so you just shoot him, and your arrow actually just goes right through as he just plops on the ground.
Huh.
Just kind of like a slinky, he kind of falls down on his legs and then bounces off and lands on his back.
Alright.
And that's the end of the counter.
Yay!
Alrighty. Brassbean starts to go and try and rummage through the bodies.
Yeah, Jebediah is going to pick up 2 of the silver daggers.
Okay.
Can I use
16,
investigation for mine?
No, you're just looting the bodies.
Okay.
You find 26. 44. You find 60 gold coins on them, and as well as their daggers, which they're all just silver daggers.
Are they like throwable size daggers or just daggers?
Yeah,
they're
they're
just
daggers.
daggers. You can throw daggers.
Awesome. Hey,
Okay.
So you're taking these daggers, putting them in your pouches.
Yeah.
And you just see the mysterious man just kind of drinking some potions.
I'm gonna walk over to him in a non-threatening manner and parlay.
Hello.
Hello, I am Jebediah. These are my friends. We thank you for assisting us with these, whatever these are. And he's going to motion at these were-rats because I don't think he's ever seen a were-rat before.
He says, "Yes, I'm kind of here to help deal with them, and also try to get rid of this plague."
Indeed. We are here looking for some things that belong to us. What is your name, if I may ask?
I don't know how I'm gonna pronounce that. He says my name is Reberos.
Well, Reberos, again, my party and I thank you for your assistance.
It's no problem. It seems we are going on the same route anyways.
Well, we are going to stop in here if the proprietor is still around and see if we may not procure some items for what we believe will be a quite difficult journey ahead.
I say to him, if you happen to see a red dragon, could you do us a favor and kill him?
He says, "I've heard of one nearby, and I do plan to do just that."
Oh.
Yeah. He's trying to steal what's ours that currently is in the city.
I mean, I was sitting there talking, and he asked me because I had made a comment about saying.
He looks confused at you, and he scratches the back of his head, and he says, "I haven't." He says, "None of the dragon that I'm talking about doesn't go anywhere near the cities."
No, I mean another red dragon.
He says, "Oh, well, I'll keep my eye out. But I guess if we're here to go into the store, we might as well go in." Are you also heading towards the commander's office?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I believe that is where we are going.
Yeah, that's where our property is.
He says, "I plan on going there too. I need a key from there to go to the Tower of the Arcane Brotherhood."
So Jebediah will turn around and knock on the door. Sir.
The gnome says, "What do you want? I already said I'm not gonna let you in."
We are not the same people you were talking to before. They are dead at our feet. We have come because we were told by the man on the bridge on the other side of the tavern that you may be selling items that we require in order to finish our task.
Roll me persuasion.
$18.
He thinks about it. You can hear him go silent, and he says, "Ah, no, I know about you foreigners. I bet you guys have the plague too. Why don't you just stay away?"
We cannot stay away. We were told to come here to acquire materials that we need from the man on the bridge. And with that, Jebediah is going to kind of look over at Reberos, kind of like perplexed, like help, maybe.
He shrugs and he says, "I don't have time to talk to him." And
Brasbean wanders back to the smithy.
okay. Reberos steps ahead, and you see him casting a spell. And you see this little white dot fly towards the door. And
Okay, Jebediah's getting the fuck out the way.
yeah, you step aside, and it hits the door, and you can hear magical. You can see the magical aura of it being suppressed. Reberos then just opens the door.
Jebediah is going to kind of follow in after him. Say, that is a neat trick.
Yeah.
I should wish to like to learn that from you.
He says it's called knock.
I did.
He laughs a bit.
I go
Sorry,
in and I
culture
tell
joke.
I go in and I tell the shopkeeper, it was quite literally at our feet. You might want to clean up those were-rat corpses that are hanging around your door.
And he says, well, the zombies will do that for me. Hopefully I don't become one of them. Well, you're already in my store, and if you guys have the plague, then I already have the plague, so I might as well make some money out of it.
Well,
I assure
I
you,
don't
sir,
have the
we do not
plague.
have this plague that you speak of.
He says, well,
But-
everyone else does.
But if you are selling, I may be buying. I am looking for magical armor if you happen to have any.
He says, yeah, take a look around. And he starts showing you some armor and some prices. And these have different auras than what you're used to in the in your world of Airwood.
Okay. Would an Arcana check allow me to tell whether I would be able to take it back to Airwood and it would still work?
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. 15 plus 10. 25.
Yeah, you believe that it should. Magic doesn't usually change behavior when jumping through dimensional planes,
Okay.
though. So magical effects that are imprinted on armor, for example, or weapons,
Stay
they
within
should-
the weave.
yeah, they stay within the weave because the universe is the magic that's currently in it is still matching the rest of the universe.
Okay.
The only time it changes is when you are casting spells, because those spells probably are modified and changed between universes.
Okay. Then Jebediah will be looking for plus armor studded leather.
He says, "Oh yeah, sure," and he shows you to a rack of leather armor, and he tells you that this +1 armor is pretty all right, and it's got like an orange tinge to it.
Mhm.
Then he shows you this other armor, and he says, "Made from the hide of a chimera," and it's black, mainly black, but with red joints.
Right.
And he says, "This one is a little stronger in aura, +2."
And how much does he want for the +2 armor?
He says 3,458.
Can I try to talk him down? It is actually the middle of a zombie apocalypse, so I'm just saying.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay. If only we had guidance, right? Oh, that's not bad.
I
That's,
can give him advantage.
17. Do I get advantage? Because that would be 17 plus 7 is 24.
Adrian plans on buying something, then no.
I don't have any plans on buying anything. I do
Okay.
not have any money.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Total of a 24.
He says, "Nope, that's the final price."
Damn. Okay, well, that's fine. I can do that.
He says, "Good. And
You said I'm sorry, you said 3,000
3,458.
458. Okay, so give me just a minute to math here because most of my stuff is in platinum pieces.
Okay. So, how much? how much plat? Like when you start bringing out platinum pieces, his eyes kind of light up, and he's like, "Ooh." And Adrian remembers that an area wood platinum is 10 gold to 10 gold to every coin, but in the Sword Coast, it's 50 gold to every coin of platinum.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
I go up and I tell him that the conversion rate is different.
What exactly is the conversion rate then?
Normally it's a 1 to 10 in area wood. It's a 1 to 50.
And with that, Jebediah is just kind of like, you see him start for just a second, like he's having a brain aneurysm. From doing the quick mental math as to how much he's carrying around, and he's like, so be it. So now I got to do a little bit different math.
No,
3
kind of hears your conversation, and he's like, "Oh, bugger."
You know what? Jebediah is going to look at the other +1 leather armor, and he's going to say, if I buy both of these, will you give me a slight discount?
No, because I'm actually just trying to get rid of these. I'm trying to leave the city, you know, but I'm currently overwhelmed in stock. And with the recent uprise of zombies and undead and were-rats, apparently, it's been kind of hard to get rid of this stuff.
Indeed. I will tell you this. Do you have a magical short sword?
He says, "Yeah, of course." And he shows you this weapon rack, and it has 3 short swords.
Okay. They all +1?
One of them's +1, one of them's a +2, and one of them is a +1 to what's the god called? Oh, that would just be a +1 short sword of sunlight.
Sunlight?
Basically, it does radiant damage, and it does extra damage to undead.
Oh, so it doesn't do slash or piercing damage. It does radiant damage instead?
No, it does 1d6 +1 piercing damage, and then it does 1d8 does 1d8 damage to it's 2d8 damage to undead.
Okay, so the sunlight part only works on undead.
Yeah.
Okay. How much, if I were to buy that armor, that short sword, this short sword, and the original armor, how much would you charge me?
He says, just to round around, I would say about 8,700 gold.
Let me do some quick math here.
Sorry, I wasn't there for the conversion thing. Are the prices like any different compared to ours?
Done.
So, okay, you give him the adequate amount of platinum, and his eyes light up, and he's like,
194 platinum.
He stuffs it all in his lockbox, like almost as quick as his little gnome legs can take him. He's like, he runs, he trips over a stool, and he throws all the platinum in a little lockbox, and he's like, oh
Jesus. Okay. Jebediah is going to wait. Aberdeen's not here, is he? Jebediah is looking around for Aberdeen as he's putting on his new Manticore +2 armor.
Razbean.
Razbean, sorry, my bad.
So Razbean is in the other shop. So you open the shop to you knock on the smithy's door, and he unlocks the door and lets you in. And he closes it behind you, and you just see these. These are not magical items, but they're definitely specially designed items. They all have some sort of connection to some sort of culture in the Sword Coast.
Okay. That's going to be interesting.
Exactly. I'm walking around the shop, kind of rubbing my chin and hem-hawing over what looks interesting.
What can I get for you? He's in a completely other building.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, I left while you guys were trying to figure out how to open the door.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, so this is all just mundane gear, but with just special designs.
Okay. Alrighty.
Well, just tell me what you want, and then I'll tell you what they're designed to look like.
I go up to the proprietor and tell him that me and my group have finished off the things out there.
He says, well, damn straight, I already know this. I was watching through the bloody window. Or did you forget I had one?
Fucking dwarves.
Well, you told me to come back and tell you when we did it, man.
He says, I know. I was hoping that by the time, if you had the plague, you would start slurring your words and I knew how to smash your brains in.
Yeah, no plague here, man.
He says, well, that's good. Finally a customer.
So, armor, let's see. What kind of swords do you have in here?
He starts showing you some swords. And he says, we've got some classic Luskan swords. They have a bit of a curve to them. They're not quite scimitars, but they are mostly lean towards the fighting style of long swords. Though you're not supposed to use the one end, because they're supposed to be used easily to hack into the sides of ships in case you fail to swing on a rope.
No, not quite. I'm looking for today. How about?
Okay.
I don't know. Good question. Any kind of armor that's better than the studded?
He says, well, it depends what you're looking for. He says, I can offer you some chain shirts here. And he walks over to a chain shirt. And it's a little heavy for you.
Yeah. I need something a bit lighter that would resist the bite of these creatures.
He says, can I recommend not getting bit at all?
Sorry.
Well, that's the plan. That's why I stay away. Hence my crossbow, but you never know.
He says, well, he thinks about it. He says, maybe I got something. It's not something I normally sell. And he takes the chain shirt off of you and he puts it back on the rack. He goes to a fairly large chest and he opens up and he pulls out some herbs that are already pre-wrapped into some bite-sized bundles. And he says, for about 15 gold each, I can sell you this wolf's bane. If you get bit, no armor will stop you from getting bit because that means you've already been bit. If you've been bit, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But if you take some wolf's bane, you might be able to purge whatever turns you from being a were-rat. Works on werewolves, so I don't see why it wouldn't work for were-rats.
Okay. And how many do you have?
He shows you just this small handful of wolf's bane, so he's got about 6 little packs.
All right.
He says you can eat one early and it'll help you fight the disease, but if you contract it, you can try eating another one. Though, be warned, if you contract it and you eat one and you're still not cured, I hear that eating another one will just kill you.
Okay. Well, I buy what he has just because of the whole group, and one of them's almost been bitten already. So
Okay. So you buy the little 6 packets, and they easily fit into your small belt pouch. And he says, I also sell a few potions. I usually keep them for myself, but
What kind of potions?
he walks over and he brings out a potion, and he says, just a potion of cure light wounds. You don't know the difference between the cure spells, so you're like, there was a difference.
I thought they were all cures.
He says, yeah, but this one's just a light one, probably for just scratches and stuff. So it just heals 1d8 plus 1.
Okay. Well, how much is that?
He says just 25 gold.
It's a little expensive for something that's just going to heal a scratch, though, isn't it?
He says, well, it's better than being dead.
Can I try haggling with them?
Sure.
All right. Can I use my deception roll on that?
What do you tell him?
I don't know. That's a good question. Hold on. I gotta find my paperwork. All right.
How do you want to deceive this dwarf?
I try explaining to him. Well, no, I don't try. Hold on. I'm a little guy here. Don't you feel some, sympathy to make sure this little people stay alive longer?
He kind of thinks about it, and he says, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I'd feel pretty bad if a little one like you got killed. You don't even have a damn beard. And he gives you the potion. He says, here, on the house. But you ain't get the next one free.
Thank you. Thank you. Much kind, sir. What else you got?
He says, well, I'd be a smith. That's pretty much all I had for my personal self, you know?
Oh, okay. I noticed that you gave me silver bolts earlier. Do you have any other silver weapons?
He says, but I ain't giving them for free either.
Well, I'm willing to buy.
He says, I got myself some okay. He says I got some silver weapons, of course, with these thugs popping up from suddenly nowhere. There's not too many choices. I got a short sword and then this dagger. And he hangs it back up from his belt. He says, I got a silver mace, which is good for facing the undead, and a long sword if you getting into hacking up some zombies.
I eye the mace, wondering if it's actually too big for me.
No, it's pretty much, it feels like a two-handed weapon to you, but you can, I'm not sure if you're proficient with simple weapons.
Yeah.
Then yes, you can use it. It's a little big, and you can't use it for sneak attacks, but if you, he says, if you're fighting against skeletons and or any ghouls, it's a good weapon. It'll crush their bones.
Alrighty. How much do you want for it?
He says, 18 gold.
Okay. I dig in my pouch and I pull out the 18 and I hand it over.
Okay. So he says, anything else?
No, thank you. You've helped me a lot.
He says, all right. Hopefully you don't get the plague. Or worse.
Yeah, worse would suck.
Hey, Alex, I would like to know the price of the radiant short sword.
The short sword of sunlight?
Yeah.
He says it'll cost you about 4,379.
And does he still have the other short sword that is only +1?
Jebediah bought the +2, right?
I think so. Yeah, he said +2. I bought the +2, the +1 short sword.
Mace.
So, yeah, it's just the sunlight one that's there.
That's a shame. Hey, Jeb, how much money do you have left?
Probably a lot. You shouldn't have told him about. Shouldn't have told anyone about the conversion rate.
What is the conversion rate?
So basically, in Airywood,
Sorry, I was muted.
Platinum in Airywood is 1 platinum is 10 gold. In the Sword Coast, platinum is, for every piece of platinum, it's 50 gold. So if you're carrying platinum, you're essentially 40 times richer, or 5 times richer.
How much money do you have left, Jeb?
I don't think I can cover that. Hang on. You said it was 50 to 1?
Yep. So for every piece of platinum, it is 50 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I have enough to cover it, but I don't know if I'll pretty much end up tapped out after that.
If you cover this for me, I'll give you my bag of tricks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but your bag of tricks is an uncommon item, and it's not worth 4,000 something gold to me.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer, though.
Well, I thought that was maybe a deal you would want to make, so that's why I asked. But thanks for considering.
Hey, no problem. Does anybody else? Where is the halfling? Where did he go? Jeb is looking around, literally just where did he go?
Rasmin walks into the shop now going, "Oh, you guys finally made it in here."
Yes.
No, you get to the doorway and the magic has resurfaced, and you kind of I'm just gonna go in here, and you grab the handle and try to push it open. It's and it's just not moving.
That's funny. All right. Never split the party.
All right, so Rasmin knocks on the door.
Okay, the mystery hero, or Reberos, he walks over and opens the door for you.
Oh, well, thanks, Biggin.
No problem, Smallsy. And then he closes it.
All right, now that Jebediah can see... Sorry, my dog was flipping out. Now that Jebediah can see Rasbane, he's going to motion him to come over here.
Rasbane goes over to Jeb.
Jebediah is going to hand him a +1 short sword and the +1 studded leather armor. Put this on, sheath this. This is magical. Both of them are, actually. It will help you, hopefully, survive. You can thank me if we get back to Illumina.
Oh, wow. Awesome. I started
God damn it.
Undonning my studded leather I already have and put on the other one.
Okay.
And Jebediah is going to look at everybody in the party. He's going to say, if there is anything here that you believe we might need for what we are about to face, perhaps you should say so now.
Yeah, this sword. This radiant sword.
I understand that you want the sword, Remus, but I'm afraid that is not going to happen.
Hey, Ripjack, do you have some money left over?
Nope. Maybe.
So,
gonna trade you some stuff if you lend me some money.
Reberos is just kind of sitting there,
Don't know you that well.
He's just standing there, like almost as if he's kind of waiting to talk to the gnome himself.
Sure.
Well, it looks like our shopping's done, and the longer we longer we spend here discussing in circles, the more time the dragon has to go get the item.
Indeed.
Yeah.
With that, Jebediah will turn to the gnome and will slightly bow to him. Thank you for allowing us to purchase some of your items. We will take our leave of you now.
He says, "Oh, well, thanks for your business. Hopefully you don't get the plague."
What is it with these people on this plague?
It's literally everywhere, ravaging the land.
I will explain it to you later. But now we must go.
Instead of saying thank you, goodbye, they pray for your safety.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Darn.
Remus, you can
I've
talk
gone
to the
my
mysterious
quickest.
hero if you need a weapon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if he has any, I don't know.
He just looks over to you and he says, "What do you want?"
Do you have something good?
He says, "Depends what you're asking for."
Well, like I'm looking for a little upgrade, like compared to my weapons. Like
Says,
I only have this regular short sword and this great sword.
He says, "Okay. What do you have?"
As trade,
Yes.
that depends on what I'm trading for.
Well, you already made your case for the short sword of sunlight.
Oh yeah, so what I could trade you is like a potion of invisibility, a potion of clairvoyance, right? Or this like 2 ogre hearts, or well, this is vial of Wyvern poison.
He says, "I'll buy I'll buy that, and then you can give me the 2 potions."
All right.
And the wyvern hurt, or not the wyvern hurts, the ogre hurts.
All right. So he gives them like the potion of invisibility and the potion of clairvoyance and the 2 ogre hearts.
Okay. So he buys you the sword of sunlight, and you give him the items.
Nice.
Oh, does this little gnome dude have a bag of tricks?
No,
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
he's like, it's. I don't think it would help you very well,
Probably not.
especially since I've heard that even summons can get the plague.
Yeah, that would not be a good thing to bring back to Illumina. I'll just have to figure out how to be a Pokemon trainer like Remus somewhere else.
You need to earn your badges, you know.
If that helps.
Do what now?
He says, "I have scrolls."
Thank you, but no. I believe it is time that we leave.
Okay. Have
Can
a
you
safe trip.
Can you write me the stats down later on for the sword again?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So as you guys take your leave from the shop, the mysterious hero stays inside for a little longer before joining you.
Okay, so we need to head towards the commander's office or whatever it is.
Yep.
All right.
So as you kind of circle around the building, hi Nikki, you circle around the building, and you see this large gate The half of it is closed, but the other one is broken off its hinge and is leaning on the ground.
This does not bode well.
There's a lot of scorch marks on it, like what you would think is fireballs.
All right, Jebediah is going to sling his spear, and he is going to draw his new +2 short sword and his +1 mithril sword. He's going to reverse the one so that the blade is parallel with his forearm.
Okay.
We must be cautious. And then he's
Just
going
looking
to...
through the gate, it doesn't look like there's really anywhere to hide from this point onwards. It just looks like a dock that kind of it's like a stone pathway. There's no like hallway or anything, but it's just a stone pathway that leads to a bridge. And then you see like 3 orcs kind of just talking on the pathway, and then there's this bridge that leads up to another gate. There's no wall on the bridge or anything, so if you were careful enough, you could probably climb around it. But when you look through the gate that you're standing at and look past it, you see that there's 8 crossbowmen and a couple mages walking around. You see even an ogre standing on the other side, and he seems to be pushing some stuff. They're all heavily armored as well.
And we got to get through these in order to get over there. All right, so I guess, maybe not all ogres or orcs or whatever are evil people. I'll pull a Remus. I'll walk over to, just kind of... Hello.
Okay. Hey, what you doing over here? The gate's busted up and shit, but you're not supposed to be here.
I understand, but we are trying to get to... Was it the commander's office?
Yep.
Do you have business?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are with him, and Jebediah is going to motion with his hand, not going to point with his finger, but motion with his hand to the mysterious stranger.
He says, "Oh, that fellow. Yeah, our boss has been waiting for him. Just walk over to the gate."
Thank you. And Jebediah will proceed on towards the gate.
All right. So you kind of just now forced Reberos to the front, and
Right.
he kind of just looks at you and he says, "Well, this should be interesting."
I apologize if I have put you in an uncomfortable position.
It's just no. It'll be fine. And you see him casting many spells upon himself as he starts, and after he finishes, he starts walking towards the gate. Many spells.
Okay. I was like, I've never heard of a mini spell before, but that would be kind of cool, you know? It's a mini fireball. It's a little mini me. Boom! All right, so Jebediah will follow him. Kind of have a shield spell ready, just in case.
All right, so, and you follow Reberos to the gate. And at this point, I'd like to take a quick bathroom break.
Works for me. Say 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And you don't add proficiency to damage.
No, to hit. Like I mixed it up. That's why I said wait, no, never mind. I get like +7 to hit. So I have Dex of +3. Proficiency of +3 is 6, right? And then
sorry, I was conversing with the wrong person. I thought it was the other guy. That was Aberdeen. That I was
oh,
using his stats. So yeah. that's why it was a +8 because I was adding Aberdeen's dex. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I get like a
Well, yeah.
+7 to hit.
Yeah,
And
it's your dex plus your proficiency. You have a +3 proficiency, so 6 + 1 from the magic.
yeah.
So that's 7.
And the hit, like the damage is like the d6 that's normal plus, and what the plus is like my dex, right? So that's
Your
3.
dex, then +1 because of magic.
So then that's +4, like a
Yeah.
d6 +4. And does it deal in addition like just a regular d8 radiant damage, or only 2d8 if attacked undead?
I think it's only 2d8 on undead. It's a normal short sword for living, and then it's extra damage to undead.
Okay. That's cool.
So Aberdeen, the +8 in the d6 +6 is what your sword does.
Okay, say that again. I'm sorry.
When you roll a d20 to attack with the short sword,
Yeah.
you'll add 8, and then when you roll damage, you roll a d6 +6.
Okay.
Damn, that's really
Because
good for a
it's
second
your
level
because you
character.
have a 20 dex, so that gives you a +5, and then the +1 magic.
So everyone took their pee breaks?
Sure, let's go with that.
I haven't had a chance to get up yet.
I'm so fast.
Yeah.
So Alex, just to clarify that the radiant thing is only against undead, right? Like
Only against undead.
Okay. God, I wish I had that yesterday.
Even RevJack notices like the actually pretty major differences between the items here. And the spells here.
I like the idea because yeah, that would work really well. Just a second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And just to get it right, the +1 to armor just adds 1 more to my armor class, right?
Yes.
All right, so I've got 18 now. Woohoo!
Yee-hee.
All right. Now I got to look up what a mace does.
Boy.
Oh, he texted you.
right there if you need it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Everyone back yet?
Here.
Okay. And William, you here? All right, so Rev Jack, you here?
Yep.
Okay. So we're just missing William and Matt.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right. So you guys walk over to the gate, and Reberos is kind of shunted to the front out of necessity now. And as he steps to the gate, you see some sort of what looks like a teleport spell go off in front of you. And you see somebody with a tricorn on his head wearing heavy armor. And they start talking to each other about, oh, I know why you're here, what you want, what you're sent here to do, and I can help you, but first you need to help me. And Reberos is just kind of looking around. He's like, help you with what? And he says, I need help I need help killing the Bloodhand clan that's underneath that's hiding in the sewers. And if you kill them for me, I'll let you in and I'll give you the key that you need. And Reberos is kind of just looking at the rest of you.
Yeah. If we get rid of that clan, could you show us the vault that you collected a while ago?
He kind of stares at you and he says, I guess it's obvious that we have the vault, but why do you want to see it?
Because it's ours. It plane shifted here.
He says, well, by Luskan law, it's ours now. And you have no claim to it.
Yeah, well, how will that Luskan draw laws handle the dragon that's coming after it that will take it if we don't take it back to our plane?
Roll me intimidate.
Yeah. I got 12.
He just shakes his head and he says, yes, dragon, sure. If a dragon
I'll
shows
try
up, we'll kill it like everyone else.
I'm like, hold on. I gotta get back to my dice. Ah, shit. Can I make an intimidation roll?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you going to tell him?
Like, look, you may not give a shit. You may think it's a bullshit, but we know it's coming. So why don't you just hand it over? There'll be no damn problem. And
Okay.
I'll roll intimidation. I got a 19.
He just scowls at all of you and he says, I've heard enough of this. Kill them. And with that, his magic activates again and he disappears. And you see the three guardsmen behind you turn to face you and all of them loading up their weapons.
Agree.
Everyone roll initiative.
I got a 19. I can't put anything in chat because I have no way of doing it.
Oh, where'd my phone go?
Somebody can put that down for me.
What's your dex?
I got a 15.
Ooh.
All right.
Huh?
Remus, can you roll?
Like that?
Do you want me to roll for her?
Sure.
I'm sure she'll be okay with that. So 15 plus.
I love you.
I love you 3. Remus has a 17, so that would be a. So he'll have a 17-17.
Okay. That's and then it's Remus. A lot of fucking R's.
We said we were going to go into the Firelands.
Well, it is the Sword Coast. I'm just saying.
All right, Jebediah, you start this conflict off again.
The fuckery never ceases. Okay, how far away are the orcs?
The orcs behind you, or the
Yeah.
orcs on the other side of the gate?
Well, the gate's closed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's not going to help. The orcs on the bridge, how far away are they?
They are only about 20, 30 feet away.
Okay, so Jebediah will use his normal movement to close with them, and he will attack the first orc using
Okay.
his new short sword. And that's going to be a 25 to hit.
All right, that will hit him.
Okay, so this is D6. And he'll take 11 points of damage from the +2 sword. And then he will strike at this same orc with his other short sword. And ooh, that's going to be a 12. Does a 12 hit?
No.
No?
It just
Okay.
scrapes against his armor.
All right. And then as a bonus action, Blade Song.
Are you
And
holding 2 weapons?
I am.
Yeah, because you attacked with a bonus action.
Yeah. Oh, crap, that's right. Oh, well. Well, then the Blade Flourish will be for an additional 6 points against the first orc. And that adds a 6 to my AC for the round.
And how much extra damage?
6?
Okay.
All right, so for the time being... All right, so we're good. That sucks. I forgot to do the blade singing before the extra attack. Oh, well. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Razbean.
All right. I follow suit of Jeb and attack the same, or load up my crossbow using the silver bolt that I still have. And good.
I just said yes.
Okay. And take aim, kind of like, I guess, yeah, take aim at one of the heads of the ones that he's attacking.
All right.
20 plus 7. That's a 16.
Okay. You shoot, and the bolt kind of just dents his armor, but it falls on the ground.
Lovely. All right.
Revjack, unless you have a bonus action you want to do.
No bonus action other than maybe reloading.
Okay. Revjack.
All right. So who's closest to me? The ones that Jeb's attacking?
Yeah. You can try to climb around the gate if you want.
I'll try and climb around the gate.
Okay.
Use athletics.
Yep.
I got a +7. So that's going to be a 22.
Nice. Very nice.
You
Viking monkey.
It's quite a stretch. You kind of lean over the edge, and there's like this huge, it's like the stone that's holding up the gate is about 3 feet long. But you put your hand on the one side, and you kind of just throw yourself over. You grab the other end, and then you just pull yourself to the other end. So now you're on the other side of the gate. On your side of the gate, there's 12 orcs, all of them carrying crossbows and other and hand axes and shields. And there's 2 mages, though they're kind of pretty far down the dock at this point.
Okay. How much movement do I have left? None?
I would say you have 20 feet.
Okay. Is there any cover that I can get to?
No. This part of the docks is completely cleared of debris and crates.
Okay. Well then, let's see. I would probably... I would probably wrap my meter hammer around my shoulder real quick and pull up. All right, so basically what I want to do is wrap the meteor hammer around me and pull out a hand axe and my shield.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yep.
All right. Does that take the rest of my movement?
Yes, because you're stowing your hammer and then you're pulling out 2 separate objects.
So what do I have left? Nothing?
Nothing. You can move up to one of them, but...
Okay. Well, then I want to move up to one of them and use him for as much cover as I can.
Not a lot, because you're just getting to the exit of the bridge.
Okay. All right, so that'll effectively make me 21 AC then. Actually, I'll just stand my ground. It's not gonna matter if I'm right there by him or if I stand where I'm at. So.
All right.
I'll just hold right there.
Reberos is just going to attack the gate. And he's going to hit it 3 times. And after the 3 hits, the gate bursts into flames and some of the pieces melt. And although the gate isn't completely open, there is this hole that people can use to walk through. As soon as he's done brutalizing this poor gate and it melts a bit, from some strange fire you guys haven't seen before that's enveloping his mace. There's a flail. He steps through it and starts heading towards the orcs on the other side. Oral, roll yourself an initiative. And Remus, it's your turn.
Your laundry's done.
I don't think Remus came back.
Then we'll move to Adrian then.
Okay. So, the hero guy used mysterious fire to melt the gate. Now it's open.
Yeah, it seems to be enveloping this flail. It seems to be some sort of enchantment. You don't recognize, unless you roll me an Arcana check, you won't recognize it.
Let me just switch tabs. 26.
It's an old spell. It's an old spell that belonged in your that's used by clerics of the magic domain a long time ago. It envelops the weapon in dark fire, which is supposed to be drawn from the abyss, and it deals significant damage upon contact. Mechanically, and seeing just how strong the aura is of the caster, you think it does 2d8 plus 4 damage on its own.
Yeah. So I am going to Blade Song. There are orcs on the other side of the gate.
Yeah, there's 12 orcs. Most of them are carrying crossbows at this time, but it looks like they're ready to switch if they need to. There's also 2 mages. They're not grouped together like you'd expect. They're all just kind of standing in this huge line. Almost as if they were kind of expecting this person to show up.
Only if I took Lightning Bolt. I am going to... I'm going to haste.
Ooh.
Which is Blade Song bonus, haste main action, and then I'm going to move forward in there, and then I'm going to haste attack with my long sword.
To the closest orc?
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
I'm just gonna say you miss. It's just an awkward attack. You don't use haste very often, and and it's been a while since you've been in a fight. And your first swing with it is just like the orc obviously doesn't even expect it to happen, but you just miss completely.
Yeah.
Sandra, Remus, are you there? I'm just going to have her slayers pray the orcs behind you guys. And she's going to shoot twice at the one that Jebediah hit. 13 isn't going to hit, and neither is another 13. And it's all of the orcs' turn and the mages. The 3 orcs, they're going to just attack Jebediah. Is a 27 going to hit you?
I think Jeb had to step out.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. What happened?
Does a 27 hit you?
Does a what?
You can actually shield for 28 now.
Right now I have a 24. If I shield, it'd be 29. So I'll use a shield.
One of them, yeah, one of them hits your shield. Actually, almost all of them do hit your shield. You only managed to dodge one of the attacks.
Holy crap. That's scary.
They swing again, but they all miss. After the first two hits kind of wake you up for just how potentially dangerous this combat is, it prepares you for the next swings, and you just flourish between all their blades.
Yeah, that's kind of spooky. Orcs aren't supposed to be that tough. So,
welcome to Luskan, baby.
Pucker factor -10. You're not detaching it from my rear end. Scary.
And I'm going to say 3 of them are going to shoot at Revjack with their crossbows. 2 of them are going to miss, just kind of bouncing off your armor and your shield. And one of them is going to hit you with a 26. But you only take 8 points of damage as an arrow kind of just goes into your side. Revjack. 3 are going to shoot at yeah, people aren't going to be here, so Jack has taken 8 damage. Did he heal from last round? The last combat?
I don't think anybody did.
So he's at 34 right now damage. And here. So 3 are
He has
going to shoot.
104, so he has 70 hit points left.
So 3 of them are gonna shoot at Adrin. Okay, one of them is just going to miss. 2 27s.
I shield for 28.
Okay. Basically, these bolts are coming straight for your head, and you use your shield as a reaction, and they just bounce off of it narrowly. The other 3 are going to shoot at our mystery hero, Reberos. One of their crossbow bolts just jams as he shoots, and the splinters get caught up in the bolt. And the other one, again, his magical defenses are proving too hard for just any normal shot to hit him. And you can see the arrow almost stop in midair and then just fall.
Damn, I need his armor.
He's fucking jacked with armor.
Dragon in disguise.
Not yet. And the 2 mages. Oh, no, sorry. There's one more set of archers. 3 of them are going to shoot at Remus. And Remus's AC is only what?
I believe it's 17. I'll double check.
Yeah, it's 17. One of them's going to miss, and 2 of them are going to hit. I don't know if he has any defenses. I don't think so. But he's
No.
going to take 9 and 5 damage for a total of 14 piercing. One of the mages is going to look to the group that's kind of forming in the front, and he's going to cast Fireball at the 3 of you, which is Revjack, Reberos, and Adrin. So all of you make dex saves.
Ooh, I got an 11.
That's not good. And I don't think RevJack can answer, so
Do you want me to roll for him?
you have all his stats, or
Nope.
Okay.
The only thing I've got is I can discern what his dex bonus is from his initiative.
Okay. Well,
Who we rolling for?
You.
Oh,
We didn't
sorry.
think you were here anymore.
No, I had. Sorry, I was cutting some metal, guys.
Oh, it's all
Okay.
good. You took 8 points of damage, and you need to make a dex save.
Dex save. Awesome. Fucking love making those things. Woohoo, dex save. Alright, I rolled a 12.
okay. Adrian, that 11 with advantage because you have haste.
Oh yeah, I have. No, that wasn't with advantage. With advantage, I got a modified 20.
Nice.
Okay, so you are only going to take half. 20, 26. So, RevJack, you take 26 points of fire damage as a fireball explodes beside you. Adrian, you take fire damage. And you
How much fire damage?
13. And the other Reber's fire cascade around him, and it doesn't look like it's bothered him at all.
I lost my haste. I only rolled an 11.
Well, it's 13, so you had to roll only higher than 10.
Oh, yeah, half damage. Yeah, whatever.
So you saw this. And the last mage is going to kind of just pick on a wee guy. A wee man who's done nothing wrong in his life. He's going to cast magic missile at him. And Razbean, you are going to take 7 points of force damage.
Oh, that's not right.
Ouch.
That's not
So
right.
you're just standing there trying to shoot the 3 orcs that were behind you, hit in the back by 2 magic missiles. Jebediah, it's your turn.
All right. So Jebediah, realizing that shit just got real with these orcs, is going to use his bonus action this time around to use Blade Song so that it is indeed active.
Okay.
And he is going to take a swing at the orc that he damaged previously with his he'll use his mithril short sword instead of his +2.
Okay.
11. Will a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit.
Okay, so that'll be he'll use a defensive flourish again for 5 more, so that'll be total of 16 points of damage.
Yeah, the orc is grievously injured after the second attack. And he's bleeding pretty badly, but he's still conscious.
Okay. And
That's it.
Yeah, that's all. I was looking, but that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Razbean, you pull missiles to the back.
Yeah. Damn it, son of a bitch. I reach in my pouch and grab out my potion of light cure, and down it,
Okay. Roll 1d8 plus
knowing
1.
that I'm in danger. And I look around for cover.
This place is completely devoid of crates and objects. Seems that this place is more for a security checkpoint than actual docking of materials.
Well, fuck. Okay. With my loaded crossbow, I aim at the one that just got damaged pretty bad.
Okay.
And
Get your attack roll.
21.
That'll hit.
And
So tell me you just do more than 2 damage.
10. 10
Okay.
damage.
You shoot him in the chest, and he kind of grabs the bolt as he looks down at it, and then falls forward.
Take that, you ugly bastard.
All right. You want to do anything with your bonus action?
Reload my crossbow. Not much else I can do.
Coral. You were participating in the battle for the first little while, and after this left, you got just assaulted by those were-rat thugs that just came out of nowhere seemingly and started attacking everyone. It became under control. You felt that you needed to come out here more than anything else, and you ran towards where you saw them last. Across this broken gate, you fight breaking out. Somewhat dock-like battlefield. The gate between this dock and the commander's is melted down, and you fighting with Jebediah and 12 orcs on the other side with crossbow bolts trained on other people on the other side, and the mages are flinging spells. You hear a large explosion as you enter the scene, and you remnants of a fight sparkles of magic missiles.
Where?
You just
Yeah.
You just saw Jebediah and Razbi near your area.
Sorry, you cut out a bit. I just saw Jebediah and Rasbin what?
Cut down an orc that they're fighting with. There's 2 other orcs nearby, the Jebediah, and they're having difficult. And it seems that they're being very dangerous, as Jebediah seems. No, it's these aren't the same potions you get in Marywood.
It was 1d8 plus 1.
So, okay. And where did you say were the mages?
They are very far away from you.
Damn.
Near the commander's office. You're about 150 feet away from them.
And how far away from them, from, for example, where Jebediah is fighting with the orcs and Rasbin?
About 25 feet.
Not too far. That's good. Okay. Oral. Yeah, Oral's going to move. He's still fighting 2 orcs, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, then
They're kind of swinging their halberds at him.
Oral's going to charge in, bringing after reinforcements and the heavy artillery, and is going to do 1 attack against each of the orcs. that are surrounding Jebediah right now.
All right, make your attack roll.
This one is going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be 21 points of damage.
Yeah, you slash. Still conscious.
Okay.
You give him a very deep cut.
Okay. Second attack is going to be a 20.
That hits.
That's going to be 19 points.
All right. Do you hit the same one twice or just two different ones?
Did the one he hit looked quite hurt after the first strike?
Yes.
Yeah, then that same one again.
Okay. Back, and he just drops to the ground. Dead.
Okay, then with the inertia of attacks quickly resonating, trampling one over, finishing him with 2 quick slashes. He then turns around himself and going for a bonus action attack. And that's going to be a 26 against the other one.
Level hit.
And that's 19 points of damage to the second one.
Okay. So yeah, the last one is looking pretty badly injured.
That's going to be Oral's turn. I got your back, Jebediah. Don't worry.
Good to see you, Oral.
Hey, the situation seemed to clear up outside, and I thought you might need some help. Hey, it seems I might be in the right.
Rev Jack, your turn. You're standing beside this orc crossbowman.
All right. Let's see. How far is the mage from us?
I would say about 60 feet.
All right. I'm gonna chuck the hand axe I have at him.
That's at disadvantage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's hand axes have a range of 20 feet and then 60 feet.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just attack the orc in front of me.
Okay.
All right. So 17.
That will miss. You
Okay.
scrape against his armor.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna chuck it at some damn orc that's far away from me, within 20 feet. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
So you throw an axe at the one that Adrian is standing beside.
That'll work. 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
All right.
And I guess actually, let me see what kind of weapons I have on my ship. Okay, I guess can I put away my shield and pull out my meteor hammer?
Isn't your meteor hammer a two-handed weapon?
Yes.
Okay. You can, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I guess should be my turn then. That will take up my movement, or
No, that's just your bonus reaction.
Yeah, that's it. Because I really don't have any other attacks in those two. So, I'll be done then.
Okay. Revjack, how much health have you lost? How bad do you look?
I'm probably about halfway through my health. I lost about 55 out of 104.
Okay. He's going to walk away from you and Adrin. He's going to walk over in between two of the crosswomen, one that Adrin is standing beside, and which just received a hand axe, and the one near him. Going to stand in between them, and he's going to make weapon attacks. Oh, and that's not good. He crits the one and just pretty much flat out kills him. You just see it, his flail enters head, and his head just gets crushed, and he just bursts into flames. He then swings at the other one beside him and hits him twice, which is the one Adrin is standing nearby.
Sorry.
And he's going to take way more damage than that's his health. And he's going to get hit in the back twice with the flaming flail, and you can just see the abyssal flames consume him as he just burns and drops to the ground. Reberos then uses what little movement he has left to walk over to the other crosswoman. Remus, are you there? All right, Adrian, we'll let you go first.
I am going to haste action disengage.
Your target's dead. You don't have anything to disengage from.
Okay. Then I'm just, with my 80 movement, I'm going to move over to the wizard.
Okay, the wizard is now in front of you.
Attack. That was an 11.
That will miss. He just narrowly dodges your attack.
22.
That'll hit.
That's so that's 9 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
Yeah, he burns up, and you can see his body looks like he's getting ready to keel over, but he trembles and remains standing.
Ace attack is 14.
That will miss. You thrust it at him, and you see some mage armor come up and protect him.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go on a limb here and say Sandra is not there. So she's going to move her hunter's mark to the mages, the healthy mage. Holy crap, I wish I could roll better for her. The first one's a miss, but the second one's a crit. As I say that, she crits. That's 12, 15 piercing. That's 8 fire. And the mage, instead of the normal effects of frighten, he just gets completely panicked, and he starts screaming to himself, and looks like he's getting ready to run away.
Is he within striking range from me?
No, he was behind the other mage. So he took 19, and the other mage took... The other mage, despite his fear, like, he's tripping over himself, and he's holding his arm like it can't move. He's running away. And all the orcs turn. They're gonna switch. They're all gonna switch weapons from their cross. Some of them are gonna switch weapons from their crossbow to their hand axes, which is just the 3 of them. One's going to attack Revjack with a 26, which is going to hit him. And Revjack, you're going to take 11 points of slashing, and I need you to make a strength check.
Okay, how much damage was it?
11 slashing.
And a strength check, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Is that just a check? It's not a saving throw?
Oh, saving throw, yeah.
Okay. I got a 19.
That's not going to be high enough. You see him what looks like putting all his strength behind this attack, and he hits you, and you are knocked prone. He then attacks you again.
Damn!
And he's going to hit you with a 25 for 8 slashing. So he
Did you
hits
say
you.
8 damage?
Yeah, 8 slashing.
Okay.
So he knocks you down, and then he steps over you for a moment and slashes at your armor, and it cuts through and deals that damage, and he stands back up. The other 3, they're going to shoot at Adrin. Or sorry, 2 are going to shoot at Adrin. They're both going to probably miss with a total of 14.
And I just remembered I have counterspell prepared.
So those 2 are going to shoot at you, and they're going to miss. 2 of them are going to shoot at Reberos. And again, the arrows just kind of stop before they hit him. And use 2 shoot at Remus. Which
So my turn, or am I getting attacked?
you're getting attacked.
Huh.
One of them misses you, but one of them hits you. And but only grazes you for 4 piercing.
Okay.
You've taken 18 damage in total.
Okay.
And the last 2 at the very end of the block with the mages, they're going to pull out their hand axes and run towards Adrin. But they're both going to miss.
Would someone be so kind as to give me like a quick recap, like in chat or something? Because I don't know what's going on.
You're fighting a lot of orcs. So, William, why do you do this?
Yes, weld that shit.
All right, so what happened was after the first round, I don't even know what's there, but Jebediah suggested that Rebros go talk to them, and as he was talking to what you assume is to be like the captain of them all, they tried to intimidate him to let them in, and the captain didn't fucking like that very much, so he teleported away, and all the orcs attacked. There was 3 behind you, but they're all dead now. Oral is standing kind of near Jebediah. The gate was attacked by Reberos and melted, so it's completely destroyed now. You can walk through it. The mages, I had you shoot at one of the mages, and one of them is feared, and he's running away.
Okay.
And the orcs, the lineup of orcs that are standing on the other side of the gate, which you can shoot through and around easily. They're all trying to defend themselves from, well, one who's been knocked down and attacked, and then Adarin and Reberos, who's just a fucking lean, mean killing machine, and Adarin, who is now standing by the mage in the back, while the other one's trying to run away. So after the orcs, the other in front of you, he starts casting a spell.
Okay.
Okay, I thought Adarin would want to do something because it's aimed at him.
Yeah, can I identify the spell?
Make me an Arcana check.
Modified 20.
You identify it as color spray.
What does that spell do?
The spell
blind you.
The spell blinds you, but and has other effects.
Yeah, and Faerun,
the
it's probably
spell-
going to have other effects.
I'm going to use a 3rd level slot and counter spell.
So his spell fizzles, and he's never seen a spell like that before, so he's kind of freaking out. He's like, "Oh shit!" And which means you can attack him.
Pardon me?
He tries to run away from you after the spell.
I don't
fails.
have a reaction.
Hey, just
He
counter.
runs-
I counter spell. That was
Yeah.
my reaction.
He's like, "Oh shit!" and then he runs away into the office. And the other mage, he doesn't even think about using the office door because he was actually he was behind it, sort of, on the other side of the building, and so he just runs to the edge of the dock, and he's just like, "No, go away!" And that's his turn. He's in the fetal position, just at the edge of the dock, trying to hide himself. Jebediah, your turn.
Okay, so the 3 orcs that I was facing are dead.
Yeah, Orl came in and he fucked them up. Well, sorry, there's one left, but he's really badly hurt.
Alright, well then I will take a swipe at him.
And that's what color spray does.
Is 23 hit?
Oh, that's going to hit that orc.
Okay, so we're gonna do 11 points plus a flourish for another 6, so that's 17 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to kill him?
To be honest with you, I just take his head off.
Okay, you just cut him effectively.
Yeah, just separate his head from his neck. And then I will use my full movement to move through the gate, and my bonus action I will use dash to get up to as close to Hadron as I can.
Well, there's kind of a guy beating up Revjack pretty badly at this point.
Wait, there's still... Okay, I'm sorry. I thought everybody else over here was down. Okay, so am I close enough to move to that guy?
Yeah.
Without using my bonus action.
Yep.
Okay, so could I use my bonus action now to hit him for my second attack?
Yes.
All right, cool. Uh, 21.
That's going to hit.
Right. It's going to be 7 plus 7 more. 14 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, you stab him and he grunts. Brr.
Surprise, cockfag! And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, Rasbean.
All right. Now that the orcs are done that we're messing with Jebediah, I turn to look for the mage that shot me.
You didn't really see which one shot you, but when you turn around, you kind of see one of them in the fetal position, holding his head, hiding everyone from sight. You just see these malicious-looking black skulls flying over his head.
Okay. Well, just out of spite because he shot me in the back, I felt like shooting him in the ass. So I take a shot at him.
Okay.
And I got a 25.
That'll hit.
And that's what you get, bastard. Don't shoot somebody in the back. And I hit him for 10.
Boom!
Yeah, he hears like the whistling of the bolt and he stands up. He can't wake himself turn to look at any of you. So you shoot him in the ass and he's like, "Oh shit." And then he trips over like some really small like lobster traps and then he flips off the dock and lands in the water.
All right. And the other one's nowhere near him, is he?
You saw the other mage run inside.
Okay.
Like what you saw was like he was casting a spell and then kind of flicks some magic in his direction and he's like, and then the mage became panicked and he's like, "Oh shit," and he ran inside.
Okay. All right. So I use the rest of my turn to get to the other side of the gate.
Okay. You're on the other side of the gate and you reload. I'm gonna assume that's what you do.
Yeah.
Oral.
Shoot me, but
So. Is there anyone still up nearby? Given everybody seems to panic.
You're looking around and you see just a bunch of orcs on the other side of the bridge. Besides that, not a lot. The mage ran inside. The one other mage died and fell in the water. The other orcs are mostly uninjured.
Okay, then he's just going to advance 30 feet with his movement towards that black row.
You stand at the top of the bridge, just a little bit further than that.
Okay.
You're not close enough to attack anyone with your Dawnstar.
Yeah, and he's going to... Who are allies relative to him right now?
Within 10 feet, but not adjacent, there's Revjack. And Adrin's just kind of on the other side of him.
Okay, Alden's going to use his action to cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
And use his bonus action to heal Revjack a little bit.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
That's going to be 7 points of healing for him. And that's going to be Oral's turn for now.
Revjack, you feel some healing energy overcome you and some of the one cut you just received almost completely heals.
Okay. We use Second Wind.
Okay.
Burn for HD. I get back 34 hit points.
What?
What? You get a D10 plus your fighter level.
So
Okay. Seven plus 8 is 15.
okay. So yeah, you heal 15 points, and some of your other wounds start closing up.
I got 8 plus 8, that's 16.
Yep.
4 plus 8 is 12. So it's 31. Alright, I'm looking a lot better than I was. I'm gonna burn one more. That's 6 plus 8, that's 14 more.
Burn.
That's how it works. That's how second wind works, right?
No, you only use it once per short rest.
Oh, shit. Alright, and then I guess for the other one, I will stand up.
Okay, you can still attack.
Okay. And then I'm going to take a -5, and I'm going to attack this dude in front of me. The extra 10 points of damage. That's a 15, 19.
That will hit.
Alright. That's 10, 16, 26 points of damage.
Yeah, you smash him, and he goes down.
Fucking piece of shit. Is there any more near me?
If you move 40 feet behind you and ahead of Reberos, you can.
Okay, so the last one was right in front of me, this general area.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move 30 feet.
Okay,
Closer.
so you're kind of just standing right beside Reberos.
Okay. I want to stand at least like 10 feet from Retro's on the side.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Unless I can chug a healing potion.
Free action.
Alright, I'm gonna chug a healing potion. 4.
So Reberos is going to walk in between
7.
two of the crossbowmen. And he's going to do attack one. And miss. Hit. And hit. Where are my doors?
Huh.
But so the first hit looks like it really hurts. And the kills. So the 2 hits, and you just see this 2 waves of fire just crash over him and burn him alive. And he then swings at another one into the other orc that he's standing beside, and is going to take 18, 28 damage. And he's up. Remus.
Yep. So
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orcs left.
okay, can I make out which one of them is like badly hurt?
The one who just got fucked up by a flail and fire.
Is he within like 60 feet of me?
Yes.
Alright, then I would put Slayer Spray on him and like mark him and attack. And that is a modified 20. No, actually, it's a 21.
We'll hit him.
Okay. So he's gonna take, that's bad. 2 plus 4 plus. Um, 3. He takes 7.
Oh,
He
no.
takes 7 piercing damage and 3 fire damage. That's really bad rolls
Okay.
right there.
The
No,
arrows.
no. Sorry. It's 9 piercing damage and 3 fire.
Okay. The arrow hits him, and he just burns and turns to ash as the arrow strikes him.
Well, that was easy enough. And, well, I'm
Told you
gonna.
he looked really bad.
I'm gonna aim at like another one that does look beat up at least a little bit. And I don't care about the
everyone
range.
else is fresh. There was a mage there that got hit pretty bad, but he ran inside.
All right, then I'll just shoot at a random one. Like, you choose. Because I don't really have a map in mind.
There's 2 orcs shooting crossbow bolts at Adrin, and 2 orcs standing behind Adrin trying to attack him.
Well, then I'll try to I shoot at the ranged ones with the crossbows.
Okay.
Right. So that is. I rolled a 3, so 12. Probably not gonna hit.
Or just scrapes the stone underneath them.
And I'm gonna drink a health potion as my free action.
Okay.
And there is no. The gate has been broken. Is that right?
Been melted mostly. Yeah, you can walk through it.
Are we still trying to walk through it, to back up into it, or is that not what's going on?
That kind of had you pinned to the gate. They're dead. So you're in no particular hurry.
All right. Well then, I guess I'm not gonna move and just heal, and that's my turn.
Okay. Adrin.
Yeah. So I have 2 in melee.
You have 2 in melee, and there's 2 crossbowmen kind of eyeing you up.
Okay. I am going to slash at one of them.
Okay.
With 27.
Jeez. Yep, that will hit.
For 15 points of slashing and 3 points of fire.
He's not looking good.
25 to hit.
That'll hit. Same one?
Yep. For 7 slashing and 1 fire.
Yeah,
Still looking. Pardon me?
He's hurting. He's holding his chest.
I am going to action surge. For a modified 20.
Oh. That'll hit.
And 15 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
Yeah, you just pretty much just rip his chest right open. You stab him and slice pieces of his ribs.
And the other guy, I got 19.
That will hit him.
For 10 points of slashing and 1 point of fire.
He's got another grievous wound.
And haste attack with 22.
22, that will hit.
And I rolled double ones, so 8 points slashing and 1 point of fire. And I'm going to second wind.
Okay, yeah. You just messed that guy up, and he just stumbles around as you kind of hit him too, and he seems visibly confused. It's obvious that in all of his experience of being a guard, he's never fought anyone like this. Now it's their turn. The mage just keeps running, keeps running. Other hand, do. The one that survived Adrin's attacks is going to attack Adrin. And I'm going to assume a 15 is not going to hit you.
No.
The other two crossmen focused now on Adrin because he's a fucking steel cyclone of steel and fire. One of them's going to miss, but one of them is going to roll a natural 20. A very pitiful natural 20, as he only does 8 damage to you. Roll that con check.
17. Like, I get 10 on a 1, so.
The one that is closer to that is closer to Reberos, he's going to shoot as Rasby. And I'm going to assume a natural 19 is going to hit him.
Damn it.
Ouch.
For only 5 damage.
Only.
I'm still alive.
5
The other
damage.
The other two are going to shoot at Jebediah. One
Ouch.
misses, and one is going to get a total of 27.
Actually, without shield, that's going to miss.
27?
Yeah. I actually have a AC right now of 28. Blade Flourish of 6, Blade Song of 4, 14 for my armor, and 4 for my dex.
Boom.
Okay, yeah. He shoots at you, and it's like, looks like it's guaranteed, and then you just kind of pirouette out of the way, and he's like, what the fuck? He doesn't even know what he's fighting anymore. They all reload their crossbow bolts. Jebediah, it's your turn.
So the one that shot at me with the crossbow bolt, how far away is he?
I'd say about 80 feet.
I'm gonna move
The
up.
closest one to you is 50 feet away.
I'll move up. How far is Adrin from me?
80 feet. He's at the very end of the dock.
Oh, okay. Then I will move up.
Close to
I'll move up a total of. Actually, I've got 50 feet of movement. Blade Song and Flourish. Yeah, so I can move 50 feet up to the first crossbowman without expending a bonus. Sweet. So that's what I'll do.
Okay, you just kind of just waltz your way over there, and the orc's like, that's gonna take him a while. And then like 6 seconds later, you're in front of his face, and he's like, how did you get here?
Surprise, sexy.
Like he's shocked that you moved so fast.
So I'm gonna just look into his eyes and go, surprise, sexy, and then I'm gonna slash at him with my short sword. That's gonna be a 20 to hit.
20 if I told you that missed.
I would be crushed, but I would not be surprised.
Okay, you hit.
Okay, so that's 4. He's going to take a total of 9 points of damage from the first attack, and the second one is going to be 12 plus 20. So that was 9. This is the mithril one, so that's 5 plus. Total of 19 points of damage.
All right, he's looking pretty bad. You think another set of attacks like that, and he'll go down.
So Jebediah is going to wink at him, blow him a kiss, and that'll be his turn.
All right, Razbean. One of those orcs just shot you.
Yeah, I'm hurting pretty bad. Do you remember how much he hit me for with the mage shot?
That was 7.
Was 7. You
Okay.
healed that fully.
I did, so I'm just missing the 5 now. So I'm about halfway going. All right, gotcha. All right.
You got 17 HP.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I forgot I leveled up. My bad. All right. With my reloaded crossbow, I'm looking around trying to figure out if I should go after one of the orcs or if I should go after the mage that went into the office. Or is the office
It'll take
behind
you
the
a while
orcs?
to chase after that mage.
Do it?
Because he went into. You're still standing on the bridge, so it would take you a couple turns just to get in.
Okay, that's what I was
even with
thinking.
your
I just want to
dash,
make sure.
yeah.
Even if you spend your whole turn running, it'll still take you a couple turns. Because
Well, with short legs, what do you expect?
yeah.
All right. So I look around trying to figure out which is the most damaged of the orcs at this point.
It looks like one of the ones that Adrin is fighting. The one
Okay.
that's in melee with him.
And is that within 80 feet of where I'm at since I just got on the other side of the gate?
And you can pretty much shoot across the entire dock.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm going to take an aim for him, and I got a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. And take that down. And I got an
You
8.
are not viable for sneak attack damage because you're far away.
Because of what?
You're
You're too far away for sneak attack.
Yeah, gotcha. So I got him with an 8 damage.
He's not looking good. He starts wheezing.
All right. And then I just reload and get ready for the next attack.
All right. That's oral.
Okay, guess Oral's going to move another 30 feet forward.
Okay. You're about 20 feet away from where Jebediah and the crossbowman he's fighting is.
He's going to... Yeah, I think he's going to just dash to get besides his allies, and then he's going to use again his bonus action to heal whoever looks the most hurt. I don't know who that is.
That'd be Repjack.
Well, the only person close enough to you is Jebediah.
Then it will be Jebediah. We covered
Do what?
Okay.
a grand total of 4 hit points.
Thanks.
And that's pretty much your turn.
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Revjack.
Yep.
You are
Okay.
standing beside Reveros.
Okay. Where's the closest bad guys from me?
You just have to move 10 feet to attack the one that Jebediah is fighting.
All right. I'll move 10 feet. Take a -5. Does he notice me?
Yeah, he sees the big burly Viking dude with the spinning huge ass meteor ball heading towards him.
Okay. How's this guy look? Is he like? Is he like a badass dude, or is he
He's
just
looking
like a
pretty
orc?
bad.
Okay.
Regular orc. You think if you hit him well enough with your meteor ball, it should do him in.
All right.
Like, none of these orcs have been like astounding. Like, they're stronger than the orcs that you find maybe somewhere in Illumina, but these orcs.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
Pretty
I'm not gonna take a I'm not gonna take a -5. I'm just gonna do regular damage. Actually, no. The first one I'm gonna take a -5 and do an extra 10 damage. All right. So
Okay.
that's a 17 for the 21.
21 will hit.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see. That's gonna be 9 plus 6. That's 15, 25. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Oh, does that kill him?
Yeah, you smash his fucking head in.
Okay. Is there anything else nearby, or is that him?
After that, they're just looking around. They realize just how little of them are left.
All right.
I'll just,
I'm gonna try and intimidate them to quit. Like, get the fuck out of here! I have to roll intimidation.
okay. They say, fuck yeah, all right, and they pick up their weapons again, but they're not holding them in a fashion that would suggest they're going to attack you, and they just start running away from everyone.
Okay. Someone need to move the board.
Say again.
What do you say?
A little bit there. Jack?
Yeah, sorry, my earphones came out of my head. Too many damn things to catch them on. So I guess the entrance to the building is nearby.
There's the only mage that's left. He ran inside. You can't see it. There's no other combatants out here.
Okay. How far is the entrance to the building where he went through?
If you guys regroup, it's about 20 feet from where Adrin is.
All right, I think I'd rather regroup.
All right.
I want to rummage through the bodies.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Who's holding on to the thing that will send the bolt back?
Nobody.
How are we supposed to send the bolt back?
Wait.
Roboros is looking at all of you, and he says, "Oh, I could probably send it back if it uses magic."
That it does.
Okay.
He nods his head and he says, "Then all that's left is to move forward."
Then let us proceed. But be cautious. That mage is still around here somewhere. And the one that accosted you and then told all of this to attack us. He is here somewhere as well, is he not?
He says, "I'm not worried."
If you are not worried, then I am not worried. Let us proceed.
Yeah, you guys are out of combat. All right. So on one body, you find 4 gold. You find 9 gold. And actually, I'm just gonna save myself the trouble because there was 10 dead orcs.
Right.
They're all carrying 11 gold on them, so it's 110 gold from all of them.
Okay.
All right.
And how much gold was there from the first fight?
40?
60? All right.
He hasn't shared it with anyone.
Yeah, I haven't shared yet.
So you guys are standing outside, and as you are discussing what you need and what you have to do, in the very way you hear a draconic roar, and everyone here recognizes it as the red dragon that attacked
Yeah,
Illumina.
I still have some of my haste, so I'm moving 80.
Okay, you move inside, and everyone follows behind you, and that's
Actually,
where we're
no,
going to end.
if I'm dashing, I get 160.
All right, but that's where we're going to end. So everyone will be inside this building in the next part.
Okay.
Holy fuck!
Everyone who was here from the start is going to get 2 experience,
Yay!
and Oral, you'll get 1.
God damn it. When other people join the middle, they always get everything. I got shortchanged. No.
Okay.
By the way, yes.
How bad do you look, Remus?
I think I'm really pretty.
I see what she did there.
I meant HP wise instead of just standing there fucking chugging potions.
I must not tell you, for this is forbidden.
Okay.
I'll agree. I've seen her in real
You're
life. She's
looking-
pretty good looking.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
True.
You're
All
not
right,
supposed.
instead of
You're
chugging,
not supposed to tell anybody else. Yeah, you got to share it with the DM.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Reveros just
then
sees that you look fucking awful and sleep because you're just fucking machine apparently, and he feels bad that you look this way, and he thinks he might be able to help you, and he's going to cast greater restoration on you, and it heals you to full health.
Oh, awesome.
But when he realizes that, you can see he's slightly worried about you as he steps away from casting greater restoration on you, as he says, well, it's quite obvious you need to take better care of yourself.
Yeah, I'll try to
You're full
shower every
health.
once in a while.
You're full health, but you got these like just huge black eyes like you're a fucking raccoon.
Thank
Yes,
you.
one thing.
I appreciate that.
Before I forget, given we're out of combat,
So I
know.
don't chug those 5 potions. I keep them.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
stops you and he tells you he'll heal you.
Okay.
Time to divvy out the gold I collected.
can Norrell use his 8 remaining rounds of Aura of Vitality
Yeah.
around him?
So we'll just say for simplicity's sake that between Oral heals all of you to full
Okay.
inside.
See, I did a great contribution.
And that will be where we end, where you guys enter this large office.
Okay. Can we take a short rest? Can we say we take a short rest in the large office?
Well, no, because the
No.
dragon's here. I don't think we have an hour to spare.
Okay. I was just asking.
I'd like to thank everyone for playing, and I'll put up part 2 as soon as we can, probably
Sweet.
this weekend.
Awesome.
Yes, this weekend, please.
Thank you very much.
For all people who decided to watch this or have their characters NPC'd here, you will not be able to use them in any other games until this is complete. So characters like Jenny, Zarkon, and Throwak, and all the characters that are here, they won't be usable until the second part is finished. And we'll end the broadcast.
Oh, thanks for the game, Alex.